The Jacksonville, Florida Sheriff's deputies taking down a suspected child predator who also happens to be a former Boston Red Sox pitcher, 33-year-old Austin Maddox. The takedown came as part of a joint federal, state, local undercover child predator sting dubbed Operation Valiant Nights. Happened last month, ended in the arrest of 27 suspects who police allege used the internet to try and meet up with children for sex.
Austin Maddox, a former Red Sox MLB player, traveled with the intent of engaging in sexual activity with a 14-year-old child.
Maddox went to the University of Florida before he was picked in the third round of the 2012 Major League Baseball draft. He played a season with the Red Sox in 2017 before retiring a few years later in 2020. This is a guy who used to visit sick, vulnerable children in the hospital with his teammates. Here you can see him getting out of a red pickup truck and enter a home where he allegedly thought there was a 12-year-old girl inside. Instead, he came face-to-face with detectives. Now, his nickname in the minor leagues was apparently Mad Dog, which is ironic. Now seeing as how it was a canine officer who ultimately took him down after Maddox seemingly resisted.
Former Major League Baseball player Austin Dean Maddox resisted arrest until our canine got involved.
Joining me now is Sheriff T.K. Waters from Jacksonville, Florida. Sheriff, great to have you on the program. Appreciate your time. So first, tell us more about broadly how you went about catching these folks.
So we have a large undercover operation that includes some of our federal partners, our local partners from counties around Northeast Florida, and we got chatters online, and we started engaging with people, predators, that wanted to meet young children to have intercourse with them.
What exactly happened with Maddox?
Well, he showed up. The agreement was to meet a 14-year-old. He showed up. Our officers do not, they don't do this stuff lightly. If you are willing to have a relationship with a 14-year-old, we consider you possibly a violent individual. He went to that door. They knew he was there. They came out and they rushed him very quickly, got him under control, or tried to get him under control. There was a little bit of resistance. Our dog got involved and took care of business. We're not tolerating that in our city, in our communities, and anywhere in Northeast Florida.
You mentioned the resistance. You know, we're watching the video. You mean after they initially tackled him?
That's correct. You know, a lot of times you can't really see active resistance. Sometimes it's with the arms. Sometimes it's with the way they move around to try to stop you from grabbing or getting them under control. And so we wanted to make sure we quickly did that. And you know, you bring the dog out, and sometimes that helps you to be able to gain control of an individual.
How did you guys go about targeting the potential predators?
So you get online, you get on these certain websites. Now, I don't like to mention they're out there. I don't like to mention, I don't want to invite other predators, but you get on these sites and you start having conversations. It's just as simple as that. And they knew during the conversations, they knew they were having conversations with someone that they believed were 14 and one as young as 8 years old.
Awful. So it sounds like this project in general was deemed to be a success, correct?
It was a success, and we're going to continue to do it. You're not going to be able to operate safely in Jacksonville doing that kind of stuff, that kind of predatory activity in our community, because we're going to stop you. And we're going to continue to do this. We're not going to say when, but we're going to continue to do it and make sure we get these men off of our streets.
Sheriff T.K. Waters, no, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the program. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.